to get rid of all the negativity and shift away darkness. Now, sometimes people say, oh, if they're upset about something, they handle things by, here's anger. They go up against anger with anger. Well, guess what? You're just feeding it. It's not going to work that way. What you want to do is you want to go with light. In other words, you want to clear any darkness with light. Visualizing. You visualize positive situations, positive nature scenes. I talk about a go-to nature scene, which is this beautiful, vivid, vibrant scene that you sense the smell, the look of a nature scene, which could be a waterfall, a field of flowers, a beach scene. And when you're in a bad place, you visualize that scene. Okay, so how can you become enlightened? Connect to yourself, which I said. Go out and spend time in nature. Just you, connecting to nature. Being kind to yourself and others. Self-love. You can become enlightened through meditation. If you pray through prayer. When you become enlightened, your mind, body, and spirit are in harmony and balance. Okay, a surefire way to become more enlightened, when you release negative emotions, which I mentioned, you might journal, you might just write it out, or you just talk it out. I go down to the beach and I just stand there all by myself and I'll say, okay, I want to take away, and I just talk about whatever it is that I want to get rid of. And then after I've gotten rid of the negative stuff, I replace it. And I replace that space that's inside of me with something positive. Maybe it's a garden, maybe it's flowers. Maybe I spend time gardening, or it could be just a thought, a positive thought. I don't take away negative stuff and then bring in more negative stuff. I want to replace it with something positive. Forgiveness. Forgiving yourself for something that's happened, and then forgiving others or someone that's harmed you. And you don't have to tell them. You can just either say it out loud, write it down, or think about it, and just forgive someone that might have harmed you, because then you're letting go. So now you've let go of everything negative. You've let go of all this pain and all this sadness and all this fear and all these thoughts, because thoughts, words, and actions are very powerful. And if you line them all up, you can manifest your dreams. I believe in dreaming big. Okay, so I have a couple of questions that will help you to get more aware of who you are. Number one, here's the first question. I would like you to list 5 goals that you have. Write them down on a piece of paper. I don't want you sharing any of this with anyone, because someone's thoughts can corrupt your plans. So 5 goals that you have. Next thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have to do it now, you can do it later. Next thing is, this is so important. I talk about our dreams, our sleeping dreams. I would like you to write down 3 of the last sleeping dreams that you remember. Now, there's a chance that you'll say, I don't dream. Well, we all dream. We're just not remembering. If you say to yourself, I'd like to remember my dream, maybe tomorrow morning you're not going to remember, but in the next few days, you're going to remember a dream. So I would like you to write down the last sleeping dreams that you remember, 3 of them. And then my final question to you is to name 3 characteristics you love about yourself. Because self-love is key in becoming an enlightened being. So I say, what is dream reality? What is my show? My show is awareness to the beautiful glowing light that's in your heart, I say that if you can be kind to yourself and kind to others, that will bring you good karma. Because we're all connected. We're connected. If you want to say a higher power, the universe, God, that's fine. We're all connected. So if I'm kind to you, I'm compassionate to you, I'm really being kind to myself. We're not here by ourselves. Let's band together and spread light across the planet. Become a light being. I'll be your temporary leader, and then you can take over. Okay, so I got some questions, some callers. Well, actually, I have a Facebook page, Mary Amy Official. I also have an Instagram, Mary Amy Official. And I would love it if you sent me messages or told me about your dreams. I can talk about it here, or we can do it just privately. So here's some questions. Let's see. Here's one. One of my followers said to me that my friends doubt me. Well, if your friends doubt you, then maybe you should separate yourself from them and find your own way by yourself. Because sometimes when you get into a group of people, everyone wants you to be on the same page as them. And when you grow and you transform yourself, change can be difficult and you might have to do it by yourself. So to this woman who contacted me and said, my friends doubt me, I would turn around and say, okay, maybe don't share with them until you've established whatever it is that you want to do in your life. If you have a dream and you would like to manifest it, you don't share it with other people because, like I said, thoughts are very powerful and someone else's thought can ruin your dream. Make it concrete, whatever it is that you want to do. And, you know, like attracts like. So if you have somebody that's negative, maybe you have negativity inside of you that you need to get rid of and raise your vibration. Everything has a vibration. When I do a reading, I am literally getting the vibration of something, and that's how I see and get messages. Okay, next, let's see. Oh, about my paintings. Someone asked me about my paintings. Okay, well, these paintings that I did all these paintings, and here, let me move aside. This painting I did is actually, I did this when I was in college, and it's me when I'm 2.5 years old. And I have a flower in my hand. There you go. This I mentioned before, I just am all about the sun, sunrises and sunsets. And this one, I don't know if you can see, but it talks about love, being kindness, caring, hope, faith, patience, sincerity. Okay, before we move on to a caller, I would like to bring up my gemstones. So let's see. Okay, here is a black obsidian gemstone. And this gemstone is, it will help choose the path to light and love. And this will release negativity and protect you. Speaking of gemstones, I'd like to announce that my children's book will probably be going to press in the next few weeks. It's called Earthly and the Gemstones, and I will keep you informed. My book that is already on Amazon is actually The White Light Prophecies. It was before I became my authentic self. It's under the name of Blue Butterfly. Okay, I have a caller. So the caller is Stephanie in Wixham,
Hello.
Wales. Hi, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you. Busy with uni work.
Oh, okay. All right. So I immediately received information. So this is interesting. My information is that you, let's see. Okay, I'm seeing something covered. I'm seeing a lot of joy, and then I'm seeing something that's a protective shield around you. I don't know. I don't think it's a physical protective shield. I believe that something is very, very much protecting you in a good way. And I'm getting angel. So you have an angel that is actually protecting you, and immensely. Do you have a direction you would like me to go into, Stephanie?
To be honest, I think it was more towards my career and my current situation with love.
So you said you want to go in the direction of your career and love. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. So your career. Okay. I'm sensing that you're not in the right place in your career, that you are at a standstill, that you are actually not happy, and you are, I don't sense that you're ready to go yet, but if it was your choice, you would be. But the opportunity is not there yet. Yes, the opportunity is not there yet. Are you in the works of creating the opportunity for you to move in your career?
Yes, I'm getting help with applying for training to be a probation officer.
Okay.
That's what I want to get into, I think.
Okay, so I see that there's a period of time before that you're going to feel like it's not moving fast enough, and you might, I don't want to say suffering, but I sense that it's going to bring you down. So my topic today was about being enlightened, and I mentioned about the strength inside of us. And what I'm going to say is that I too have situations that don't move fast enough, but I know that there's something else that I'm supposed to gain in that period of time. So in that period of time before you get there, my suggestion is for you to really look around and enjoy something else. But you will get there, because I see here's the space that you're about to be in, and then here's the space that you're going to end up in. And then you said love, correct?
Yeah.
You said love. Okay. Okay, so I'm sensing that within the year, I would say something, you will have a relationship that you're interested in. I see you smiling. I see pink, which actually, it's funny, Stephanie, the pink wisdom gem is the pink love gem is pink. I sense that you do have love coming. It's not happening right now. I believe that the career will happen, and then the love.
Oh, so there's no. I don't know.
You want something else? You want me to give you some more related to the love?
Yeah, like I'm sort of like going back to my ex at the moment, but I'm also messing another guy as well. There's like two guys. One of them's being stubborn and one of them's not.
Okay, I'm sensing that it's actually not anybody you're going to get into a new relationship. So these two are temporary, and you're going to meet someone new. Because I see, to me, the situation that I have a vision about is that it's somebody that walks into your life, somebody new that walks into your life after the career takes off. After you get into the new place with your career, right now you're in a holding pattern, and that's fine. You know, I guess you're kind of treading water, and so you like you just said, went back with your ex and then someone else you're seeing, but there's going to be a new man that comes into your life.
Okay. Because I've been told that it might work with my ex as well. Like, I've had a reading before and they said that it's going to work again with my ex.
Okay.
I don't know.
I am getting that that this is actually a new beginning for you in all of your life. Like, your ex is not, I mean, this is just what I'm getting, Stephanie, that your ex is temporary.
Yeah. So I get told one thing and then get told another.
Well, I know. I mean, it's called free will. We all make, things change, or a reading can change. But this is just what I see. I see really like the heavens open up, and you're moving on to this new career, and it's exciting. And then, lo and behold, this fantastic man shows up. I don't, that's just what I'm getting. I'm just telling you what I'm getting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was lovely speaking with you. You can follow me on Facebook or Instagram, and or my site. Okay, Stephanie, have a wonderful day.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye. We have another caller, Caitlin in Scott, Louisiana. Hi, Caitlin.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Hi. Okay. All right. So I am receiving that you are you're very stable in routine. In other words, you are someone who does the same thing, and you are steady. You're steady. And you're like a tree. It's funny because sometimes people don't realize that you just keep going and you'll get there, but it's in your own time, and you are steadily going to get there. You are someone that is a good friend, where when you're loyal, you're loyal. You do not throw people to the wolves. You will treat people the way you want to be treated, and you have a big heart.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Is there a direction you would like me to go in, or is there a question that you would like to ask, past, present, or future?
I'm having, me and my girlfriend just broke up 6 months ago. And I always, I pray, every day that she comes back. So, I don't know. That situation's, touchy.
Okay. So I'm sensing, like I said, that you have a very big heart. You're a very sensitive woman, and I think when things are down, you're strong. But when things are down, you can wear your heart on your sleeve, and you are not someone who hides who they are. You are exactly who you present yourself as. You're not someone who is a tricky person. You're not deceptive. You're direct. And I want to say that those are beautiful attributes, and that's a lovely way to be. This situation with her is behind you. And what I mean by that is, I think that she's someone for your past, and you need to look forward and see and own who you are. Know that you are a good and kind person, and that you deserve to be treated in a really good way, and that you manifest when you're ready, because I know right now you're still in mourning. I sense that you're still in mourning and you're in a painful place right now. And when you're ready, because I don't believe that you're ready to let go of this, and you still have hopes that you will get back together. And there is a chance that you will have a moment back with her, but I'm going to tell you that it's not going to be different. And I don't know if that's good for you, that relationship. And if you would like to just, when you're ready, to let go of these emotions that you have that have hurt you and that are painful. And look, you might just play it out. I'm getting that you might just play it out where you're just going to kind of grow past it. And then you will meet someone who actually is more like you and someone who is even more better suited to you. I am not saying it's easy. Breakups are hard, and when we attach ourselves to other people and they're in our life consistently and then they leave it, there's a space there. So maybe fill that space that's left with something else that you would like to do other than a relationship until you're ready for another relationship.
Well, that was very helpful.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. And I am wishing you all the best. And thank you for calling in and watching me on Dream Reality. And I'm wishing you the best. And have a wonderful day.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Some ways that we can help ourselves and self-heal, because that is what I did. I found ways to heal myself. And I'm not saying I didn't have some holistic treatments. I had acupuncture and I had energy healing, and I learned about my chakras. We can have positive affirmations. You can wake up in the morning, and the first thing you do is you go to a mirror, you look in the mirror, and you say, I love you. And that's how you start the day. How we start the day is very, very important. It's just as important as how we end the day, because the day will move in a positive direction. So if you can have self-love, that's a good start. And, you can also work on having elements of kindness throughout your day. You can just speak kindly to people and wish them well. We don't always agree with everyone else, and I'm not saying that's what you should do, but let people be who they are. And try with all your heart not to hurt people, because sometimes you don't realize how much damage you've done if you hurt someone with words, thoughts, or actions. Like I said before, if this is darkness and negativity, you don't go up against that in the same way. You send light to it. You send light to darkness and negativity and shift it away and replace it with thoughts of nature and beauty and love and light.
Hi, I'm Mark. Thanks for watching Moonstruck. And now, back to A1R On the Air Psychic Talk Radio Now on Moonstruck TV. Enlightening television.
G'day, Tonya Reeves, Australia's Psychic Cowgirl, here at Sunday Creek, coming at you on this, Thursday here in Australia. I think it's Wednesday evening in America. Bit of a switch in days, which is quite fascinating. When I see the event, I'm like, what day am I on? But yeah, a bit of fun. So I'm still a little bit recovering from not being 100%, but I'm getting there. I'm on the road to recovery, ready for a big weekend. So I'll be up at Deniliquin this weekend at the Psychic Expo. It's my first time there, and I'm really excited to be amongst a few wonderful, not only creatives, but psychics and mediums and, all things spiritual. So if you're in the Deniliquin, New South Wales area, come and visit us. It's on for 2 days. It's at the RSL, and it's going to be a great weekend. Really awesome collection and gathering of some really talented souls. So I'm really honoured to be part of it. So, don't forget, Saturday and Sunday at Deniliquin at the Spiritual Psychic Expo. So I just thought I'd get that out there before I forget, because I'm good at not remembering these things. So, so I hope you've had a good week. We've had all the planets going crazy, and we've got retrogrades and all of those things happening at the moment. So it's creating a bit of chaos, not always in a bad way. Some of it's been in a good way too. So that's pretty cool. But just remembering to honour your space and taking the time, sometimes when things don't go according to plan, it's just that reminder to take a step back and be in the moment. So I know for me, it's school holidays over here, so I've been able to, disconnect a little bit more from the doing and just embrace the being. So that's been really great. So I've found that really helpful. I've had so many amazing new insights and ideas that have come to me with things that I'll be doing in the future. And, if you get really busy, you sometimes don't have time for those to come through. So I encourage you to do that. I also this week wanted to touch on and embrace those unique individuals out there that don't fit the mold. And this could be for any reason, or just the fact that is who you are. Is don't lose sight of the big picture, and that's being you. Just because you're different and you don't fit the mold, always know there's a reason for that. So you're not alone, and it is ideal to be able to embrace that uniqueness and be different, be your authentic self, but come from a place of, I don't mind not conforming. And I think sometimes as individuals, we need to be reminded of that, to say you are unique, and if your qualities are totally different to everyone else, there's a reason for that. So get on to digging into your whys. Why you're here, really, really start to question and, dig a bit deeper into, okay, I feel different. I don't necessarily fit into things that are measurable even. So I'm going to, rather than fight it, I'm going to embrace my uniqueness and really delve into what it is that makes me happy, and I want to share my light, but in a different way. So I've had that message a lot this week, and I feel like sometimes we need to be reminded that we're not all meant to fit into the mold. And for those of you that don't, I think it's awesome. I think that that's what makes you who you are. And sometimes those that are like that don't always have the easiest of rides. So they have to make do with situations that aren't always, how can we put it, that don't always enhance us. So we have to stand in our personal power with that. So I'm here to say, don't feel lost, because there are times when you're like that you can feel a little bit lost, feel a little bit out on your own, and a little bit disconnected sometimes, because it's almost like other people don't get you, and that can be isolating, but there is a gift in that. So I just wanted to share that in my message today and say, get in touch with your gift, because you're unique for a reason. And now more than ever, we're embracing people that are individual, people that are unique. That's like the world is opening up to so many more facets of, you know, we're coming up with new things all the time. And I think that those that have that uniqueness need to be embraced and encouraged to be a part of this movement, you know, just, step outside the box and be happy to be there, because you aren't alone. You're always guided. So, yeah, I have to say, you know, that was really an important message that Spirit guided me to give you today. So I trust that will resonate and that message will be received by those who need to hear it. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go on to my first caller. I've got an Australian, Angie in Ballarat, Victoria. Woohoo! Angie, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Really good. How amazing. I get to hear an Australian accent on my show. I haven't heard that for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's so awesome. Thank you for calling in.
No worries.
Great. So, Angie, do you want me to, do you have something specific you want me to focus on, or do you just want me to connect for you? What works for you?
Just connect for me, yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right. First of all, I've got a lady coming in for you who's quite strong, so I feel like I want to go to, whoa, we're going to be quite guided here. And even connecting with your energy on. She's feeling motherly to you, so I want to go to something or a connection on mum's side with this lady. But she's quite strong, and I feel like she's showing me that you're very strong and independent as well. Because as soon as I connected with you, I'm like, oh, I'm a strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
Yep, and I feel like at this time there's questions around you because it's like you're being tested in a way, and it's almost like she stepped in to say, it's all right, I've got this, like I'm with you on it. And I feel like I want to reference that you've been through the hardest part, or you like, it's like I've come over the other side. So I feel like there's something that's happened that's been a real struggle, but it's like she's wanting me to let you know you're over the worst, or, you know, like you might not think that, or it might not totally feel like that, but she's showing me, or she wants me to say to you, you're over the worst of it.
Yep.
Yep. All right. There's something around animals that's really relevant with you. So I feel like I'm connected with animals, and there's something around healing as well that she's showing me. And she's quite a character, this lady, and I want to say I feel like she talks fast because I'm really wanting to talk really quick and get all this information out. It's really important that she gives you all the messages that you need to get today.
Yep.
And it's like she's your cheerleader. So it's like, come on, you got to tell her this, you got to tell her that. She's making me aware of there's another woman that's very important, or is it an important aspect of your life that stands beside you that is really helpful. And I feel the way she's showing me is somebody here, not somebody in spirit. This is somebody that's alongside you.
Yep.
Yep. So she's going, yes, she's really happy about that. She wants you to not forget something. So it's like she's referencing, I don't know whether you used to do something and you're not doing it now, you're not making time for it, but she's just saying to me, tell her she needs to go back to that.
Oh, okay.
All right. There's something you do, and I feel like it's something you do to unwind. So I don't know whether I want to go to like something creative or something that you connect with that you maybe have been too busy to be connecting with of recent times. It's just like she's telling me it's very relevant for you moving forward. There's something around you getting insights when you do that. So it's definitely something relaxing, like something where you're quietening your mind and you're actually just able to get the messages through. Because I'm like, you get so many messages, but I think sometimes when you're so busy, you know, as we all are, they tend to slip by.
Yeah.
So take notice. And it's like you are spiritual, you get that, but sometimes it's like she's up there going, you know, I'm giving her the signs and she's not getting them all.
Yeah.
And can I say also she wants to let you know that she acknowledges you followed her guidance. So there's something in what you've been through, you were really stuck on something, and it's like almost like I want to say a divine guidance stepped in. So if you look at it, you would go, yeah, it's crazy how I was here. And all of a sudden I got this sign and I followed it and now I'm where I am today. So she wants to put her hand up and say she was a part of that. And I feel like you understand what she's showing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
So it's like, because she's like, she knows, and, you know, and then she just wants you to know, because it's like, I feel like you had it in the back of your head, but it's like she's telling me to bring it up because it's confirmation for you to go, yep, bang on. Now there's an opportunity coming around you too. Let me see. She's showing me, I feel like if it's not in yet, it's not far off, and there's something you're going to step into doing, a little bit scary, a little bit testing your, it's like I'm putting all of my tools to the test, but you can do it. So I want you to say yes to this opportunity.
Yep.
Okay, so don't undersell yourself. You tend to, you're quite humble, and I feel like what she's showing me is, you know, you underestimate, which, you know, of course that's pretty common, but you have a lot to give, and it's like you're ready now. So please know you are ready. You don't need to do anything else. I don't see that you have to go and learn anything more. We just want to get it out there. The gifts that you have within you already are ready to be shared. Okay, so it's like the lid's been lifted, so I'm ready to step into this, and now you're being pushed. So it's almost like even if you hesitate, you're going to get pushed into this, which is great.
Yep.
So know that you are where you need to be.
Awesome.
Yeah. So she's showing me there's a relevance to flowers. I want to go to something she's giving me, and I feel that is in reference with her. It's like, and I keep getting the word flow, so I feel like that fits somewhere. It's like she's showing me flow, whether that's to do with things starting to flow now or that name. It's something around flow.
Yep.
Okay, so I trust that makes sense to you. Sometimes I throw stuff at you and I'm like, oh, I don't know where that fits, but you will. So, yeah, she is around you, and, yeah, and you've got a lot of those in spirit around you, and it's like I feel like I want to say for you, they all take turns at stepping in. So it's like 1 minute she's there's another male that comes in and connects with you, and I feel like you know what I'm talking about. So it's like a shift of energy that happens around you. So, which is great, because it's like they're all working in harmony. You know, we're not fighting over this one wants to go and this one steps back. It's like they all just go, okay, you're needed now. Yep, next. Which is great.
I
love that.
Three of them. Two females and a male.
Yep. And the male's quite relevant.
Yes, very.
Yes, quite cheeky, in fact. It's like he just pops in, and I feel like I want to go to, he's the mischievous one that does stuff that moves things around and creates disarray for you. And it's almost like I want to say the relevance in him is showing you that you just think everything's right, and then he'll throw something in that you go, oh, my God, now I can't find this, or I'm running late, or now I'm, you know, now there's something, it's like a curveball. So know that that's him, and that was him in life too.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
it's funny.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so it's like he plays a part there, and it's almost like he's there to keep it real for you and to keep the fun coming. So it's like he puts his hand up for that. I'll keep her on her toes.
He does that for sure.
Yeah, I love it. So honestly, it's like things this next half of the year are going to be really fast for you. So be ready for it. I want to say it's like they're telling me we've prepared her, so she's got to be ready now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So just say yes. Please keep me posted. I love to hear about how you go, Angie, because there's a lot of success around what you're doing and what you're stepping up with. So, you know, don't doubt it. Don't get in your head about it. Just trust that all that's coming now is where it's meant to be.
Okay, beautiful.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to go on to my next caller. Thanks, Angie, for bringing in. I really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure. Take care. Okay, I've got Ashley in Northern Ireland from one part of the world to the other. How exciting.
Hi.
Hi, how you going?
All right.
Cool. All right. Now, did I say that right? Is it Ashley or Ashleya?
Ashley.
Ashley. Oh, good. I got it right. Okay. Ashley, is there something you wanted me to focus on for you today?
Anything really at this point. I don't mind what it is.
Yeah, okay. You're very spiritual, I want to say. I want to go instantly to you pick up a lot of, you have a lot of psychic insights. There's something in this that makes you quite sensitive. So it's almost like you have to be aware of energies and who you're around because it's very relevant to you and how you feel. There's something around a relationship too that Spirit is showing me where there's almost like let me see. It's complicated, I want to say. Does that make sense to you?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like going, yeah, it's like, it's complicated. Yep. But it's not, let me see. It's like, okay, so you were in a relationship. So it's almost like whatever that was, it was complicated. So we had a connection, but it just, I want to say not quite the ideal fit. But there's somebody around, and I feel like they're not far away from you as far as a relationship stepping in, because it's almost like, you know, you had to. It's almost like things had to be released to then come back again.
Okay.
Okay, because there need to be changes that took place. It's very. Let me see what they're showing me. Got a male in spirit stepping in for you, and he's almost like your protector, and he's not going to let somebody hang around who's not for your highest good. So it's really important that you don't sacrifice elements of yourself to be in a relationship, because you bring a lot to the table. Okay, so it's like I really want you to, it's almost like I believe in myself enough to be only with somebody that honours that, because you've got a lot of great facets about you that, you know, quite often we can't see ourselves, but Spirit has shown me, and this male stepping in, and I want to say he's a bit cheeky, he's a bit like my last spirit actually. He's got a bit of a sense of humour, and it's like I want to say don't take things too seriously, and for you it's very strong that you get that connection with somebody that feels right. And I want you to look at it and go, I have to honour that from here forward. So I have to honour what feels right. If it doesn't feel right or something feels a bit off, you're being shown that for a reason. And you are very strong in what you pick up. So it's almost like don't doubt what you're getting, because it's very relevant to you.
Right.
Right? Are you in two minds on moving? Because I feel like there's an option of relocation.
Recently I've been thinking about moving to Australia.
Okay, yep. So
Getting
you will
away
be
from
moving.
everything.
Yeah. I feel like I'm moving, and I feel like that's a positive thing for you. It's like I need to change things up.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that
I
for
also
a while
feel like,
now.
yeah, that's all right. I lost you there for a minute, I think. We need to change things up. So it's like you've been stuck, and it's almost like you're still stuck going over the past, and we need to change that up. So I feel like I'm relocating, and when I picked up on that, I felt that's a good thing. Do it.
Okay.
Okay? It's like we need to change things up. So does that make sense to you? Because I feel like you have been a bit stuck.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like and you've got so many facets to you. It's like I almost want to say to you, it's time to focus on what you want to do, and it's almost like by doing that, that'll bring in the right person that's got the same values as you.
Okay.
Because I feel like the complicated one would always be complicated. You know, like it's almost like there was drama after drama, and it felt quite unsettling for you. And even though you know, put it back together, it's like I'm forever putting the pieces together. And you don't need to be doing that, because for you it's about personal growth. It's about you honouring who you are. And I feel like the element of travel is great for you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so honour that. And it's like the more you can sit in that space of, I trust my gut feeling and I know that I'm going to be provided for, it's almost like then the opportunities come. So I feel like with the relocation, you're going to get signs that show you that's a yes. So it's like if I feel a bit of doubt or I'm not feeling 100% sold on it, I'm going to sit back and go, if that's not the right opportunity, there's another one coming.
Okay.
Okay, but it's like you're going to shake it up. So, know that. Like, I want you to honour it, because I feel like with the movement and with you stepping out of this comfort zone, I'm leaning into finally finding what it is I want to be doing with myself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, because I feel like with you, you've done a few different things. So it's like you've already got a bit to your toolbox. So have you done, because I feel like I want to go to there showing me you've done, like I've done a bit of, as an example, like I've done a bit of hospitality, I've done a bit of teaching, I've done a bit of all these things that it's almost like they're going to be incorporated into your big picture, but none of them are actually your full big picture, if that makes sense. So it's like I've done all these little things that have served me, that will then go on to serve me to where I want to be, as in my big picture.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's like I want to acknowledge with you, you're quite smart and you can adapt to different things, and it's almost like education for you is like I want to learn things. I want to keep my brain, like I can relate to that because I'm a bit like that myself. I want to go out and do something different and, gather as much information as I can, so that when I step into what I'm doing with my career, I can share things from many perspectives.
Yeah, I would be sort of like that, yeah.
Yeah. Great, because it's like you have these talents, but it's almost like they've had to be put on hold because of what's been happening around you. It's sort of like it's taken, sometimes energetically in relation